We should never feel imprisoned. Oh shit. We should never feel imprisoned by our creations. Whether you're an artist, well, everyone's an artist, so your creations, even being the current reality you live in, being the current obligations that you feel you need to fulfill for others and yourself. Even if your obligations and your creations right now seem undesirable, you can change your attitude towards how you view them and how you deal with them, and therefore transform them, and therefore create more opportunities to create new creations. You know, we're always creating from the energy that we've been given, and our energy that we've been given isn't limited, it's infinite. Our energy and love is God's. We're limitless as His children. God would not deny anything from us, and He never does. What makes us think that He does is because we identify so much with the physicality. We look outwards into our reality and see nothing but limitations, when that's not who we are in actuality. Who we are is beyond the physical, where we are spiritual beings. Love and light. It's facts, though. For real. And most of the time, we feel imprisoned by our creations based on a sense of fear from creating them, you know? Most of the time, we create out of a place of fear because we're perceiving our reality through the limited lens of physicality, you know? So we want to keep things, we want to not lose anything. You know, when we can see with God's eyes, we see that we have already been given everything. And you don't need to rely on perceiving the physicality in order to know that you already have something. You know, you already have it in eternity, beyond space and time. Beyond space and time. And the portal to eternity is through your imagination. Through your imagination is the portal to eternity. If you can imagine it within eternity, it's yours. It's already yours the instant you imagine. The instant you imagine it, it's yours. You just have to stay resonant with it and have that emotional fulfillment from knowing that it's yours, knowing that you're not bounded by the physical, that you are spiritual. You feel me? I feel something like specific in particular, right? Many people, you know, we feel we need to have, we're all given a divine purpose within this life, within this physical life. This physicality is an illusion, but it's not pointless in our growth and transformation. You know, this is a unique opportunity that we have. This is a unique opportunity that we have. We expand God's kingdom through the physical. And that's what's so challenging. That's where a lot of the challenges come up in art, is in just creating in general and trying to, I guess, manifest a new reality as well, is you're perceiving so much through the physical, right? And you have all the forces that you have all the forces within the physical realm that try to become perpetuated, whether it's beliefs and societal systems and structures and stuff like that that have been passed down to us, you know, through our parents or by proxy, you know. So like we feel pressure to create things and to create a life for ourselves, even if it's not necessarily fulfilling for us. You know, to be out of a place of fear of not being successful or not being within the status quo, or fearing that you're gonna starve, or, you know, even just out of a place of, oh, you don't want to regret the life you've lived, you know? And it's crazy, all those emotions are so powerful because they come from a place of knowing that you have a divine purpose within this world. And it's not a bad thing to feel those things, but you have to recognize that those emotions, being out of a place of fear, you can choose love from those feelings. The only choice that we perceive ourselves as having is always between love and fear. Every choice that we make is always out of love or fear. So when we choose to think those thoughts and have those feelings, you know, we see, if you perceive it out of fear, we need to see how we can see it through love, through the lens of love. You know, knowing we're not bounded by the physical, that relieves a lot of the pressure. And knowing, again, like, you have been given everything. So there's nothing that you can't do either. So you let go of any limitations that have been passed down to you, or any spells people have cast onto you, saying you can't do this, you can't do that, who do you think you are, you know? Like, know you are a child of God. It's your birthright to have infinite creative life force and energy within you that you can tap into at any moment, to create out of love and not of fear. So whenever you create something, just ask yourself if it's out of love or fear, so you don't become imprisoned by your creation. That's how success can be extremely destructive. For real. God, I love you.